Welcome back. In this video, we'll be talking about people skills. In general, good people skills are defined as the ability to listen, to communicate, to relate to others on a personal or professional level. Good people skills extend to include problem-solving abilities, empathy for others, and a willingness to work together towards the common good. This is similar to teamwork skills, right? So when applying for jobs, you hear things like you need the ability to have good people skills or things like that. So through your studies, you would have been able to work in a multicultural environment. You'd have been able to manage relationships with people from different countries. That's an advantage. When they asked me during my interview about experience of working in a multicultural or multidisciplinary environment, I said to them, at the University of Sussex, we have people from 160 countries in that school. It's a very multicultural environment. In my class, we were about maybe 7 or 8 countries we all came from. We were able to work together, collaborate, network. So for me, that was how I answered that question. So I use my studies as a way to say I have developed that ability or that skill. One of the things you need to know is practice assertiveness rather than being passive or aggressive. When dealing with people, you should be able to tell them clearly, this is what you want to do and this is why you want to do what you want to do. Or if someone offends you, you can tell them, this is what you've done that made me feel a certain way, rather than being passive, not saying anything at all, or being aggressive, imposing your own rules or your own decisions or feelings on people. Assertiveness is rather communicating that to people and also considering their own feelings. While being aggressive is you're not considering other people's feelings, you're just trying to impose. What you find is that people tend to avoid such people. And if you are passive, you don't say anything, it means people would walk over you. They don't know what you want, they don't know what you like, they impose things on you. So in a multicultural environment, like when you're going to study abroad, what you find is that people are different. If you are dealing with an Indian, it's different from when you are dealing with someone from Turkey. It's different from dealing with someone from Tunisia. I'm saying this because I had friends from different countries. The way the British behave is very different from the way an Indian person will behave. The British are more likely to be cautious, to say things like, oh, I think that's fantastic, that's great, but I think that we could do it this way. While somebody from Nigeria is more likely to tell you directly, no, that does not work for me. Do you understand? So you must be able to learn how to manage all of these different types of people you will meet. And if you ever find yourself in a job interview where they say, how do you show us that you have good people skills? Bring it up. I worked with people from so and so country. This is how they behave. We're able to manage ourselves assertively as opposed to being aggressive or passive. Simple. But again, develop friendships, because these friendships even last beyond your studies, and it helps you maximize your networks, because beyond your studies, you want to travel abroad sometime, you could go visit a friend, you could go on holiday at the friend's place, but during your studies you are able to make such valuable networks.